Hi, in this episode of Salty 101, we're demonstrating the horn method of hooking live shrimp. Live shrimp are a popular bait. Being so close to the bottom of the food chain, just about every inshore species of predator will eat them. Live shrimp also tend to be available more often at bait shops, and they're not too hard to keep alive. Live shrimp can be hooked through the back, and this method can have higher hookup ratios with some species. Back hooking is best suited when you don't need the shrimp to live very long on the hook, or when you can use a very thin hook to extend the life of the shrimp hooked this way. But when bigger fish can show up that will straighten out those needle-thin hooks, or when you want to keep the shrimp alive on the hook for 30 minutes or more, hooking the shrimp just under the horn is the way to go. Hook size should be well matched to the mouth of the expected predator, and also so the point and barb extend slightly beyond the bait shrimp so that the point catches on the fish's mouth before the hook slides out.
There is a Redeemer, Jesus, God's own Son, precious Lamb of God, Messiah, Holy One.
For most inshore species and medium-sized shrimp, my favorite hook is a 3/0 Gamakatsu offset J-hook for high hookup rates. If preferred, other similarly sized hooks can also work well. I tend to use smaller hooks for live shrimp through the horn or back than I would for dead shrimp, where I like to thread the dead shrimp onto the hook like putting a sock on a foot. Of course, if you're targeting bigger fish with larger shrimp, upsizing to a 7/0 Gamakatsu offset J-hook might be reasonable. This isn't rocket science. Simply grasp the shrimp firmly in one hand while inserting the hook through the shell under the horn with the other hand. Aim for the part of the shell underneath where the hook is penetrating, mostly shell and not the meat or the organs underneath. With practice, you'll learn to do this without crushing the shrimp in your hand and without poking yourself with the horn. Casting live shrimp should be done with a gentle sweeping motion rather than the quick whipping motion one might use for artificial lures or dead shrimp. Too much of a whipping motion and you'll rip the hook out or rip the head off. Some people sling a few shrimp off the hook before really getting it down. Casting live shrimp is easier with a spinning reel than with a bait caster. And remember to pray and ask Jesus for fishing success. Remind the Lord of his instruction to us to pray for our daily bread, and remember to give thanks for all the good things Jesus provides. We've had a lot more fishing success since we learned to pray, and I bet you will also.
I put my faith in Jesus, my anchor to the ground, my hope